New York Giants, man, they are desperately adding receivers to the depth chart. Desperately. When I say desperately, they are going back in the archives looking for receivers to sign. And you pull up that black book, you start looking for people that you haven't talked to for years upon years. That's what the New York Giants are got going on right now. And this isn't a good sign. This isn't a good sign for the New York Giants and Jackson Dart. Not at all. Because guess what? I don't think the Giants realized Malik Nabers wouldn't be ready for the first part of the season or the season period. For that matter, I don't think the New York Giants realized Malik Nabers would not be ready. From what I've seen, the Giants would be lucky to get Malik Nabers back later on during the season. They would be lucky. The Giants would be lucky if he's ready. Because he doesn't look good from what I've seen on social media from him moving around and things like that. Barely could walk. If y'all seen the softball game, And like I said, this is the Giants' fault. They dropped the ball. Needing to replace or bringing in the sub in for Malik Nabers, right? Malik Nabers. Keep saying Nabers. Malik Nabers. And this is going to hurt Jackson Dart. Ultimately, it's going to hurt Jackson Dart. But for Odell Beckham, man, I want to say, man, we can fight to the end, man, and never want to give it up. But, hey, man, it's time to hang it up. My boy career started off, Odell Beckham Jr., his career started off electrifying. And it was entertaining. He looked like he was going to be one of the most polarizing receivers of all time. One-hand catches, jumping over receiver's head, route running was exceptional. Odell Beckham Jr., he had it all, man. And he wasn't that big of a guy. He had football speed, so on and so forth. But those injuries, man, really got to him. He had some unique injuries. I remember reading the article where they talked about he was playing without an ACL. Those are the type of injuries that Odell Beckham Jr. was dealing with. And it's multiple. And that's ultimately what hurt Odell Beckham Jr. Now, his days of being a 1,000-yard receiver is basically over. But if it wasn't for those multiple injuries, man, I think his production would be much higher and a lot different than what it has been for the past 5-6 seasons. Teams been giving him a chance, hoping he could get back to his old self. From the LA Rams. He's played for multiple teams, the Ravens, so on and so forth. But we don't get older, man. We don't get old. We don't get younger once we get to the NFL, man. Once we get to a certain age, that prime, it's gone. It ain't coming back. Like T.O., man, T.O.E. I don't think no one loves the game of football more than Terrell Owens. T.O. would play right now. T.O. would lay everything on the line right now because he loves the game of football. And that's how it goes for some of us players, man. Been playing the game for so long. But for the Giants, man, I would be highly impressed if John Harbaugh could find a way to have a winning season with all the things that's going on with this team, from Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart to the Malik Nabers situation, the running back. They got Cam Scatterboo. I don't know, man. Abdul Carter underperforming, basically a bust, And who's going to play receiver? They're bringing in Juju Smith and Odell Beckham Jr. And who knows who else they're bringing in. I'm not sure if Jameis Winston made a situation for the Giants between Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter better or worse, And we all know Jameis Winston. He loved to preach. Preacher man Winston right there. And he's pretty good at it. Can't lie, he's pretty good at it. And what better time for a preacher man to preach when his teammates are having a conflict about who athletes should or shouldn't support based on what values that person expresses, I guess, And I'm always here for some words of wisdom, I'm here for some words of wisdom for the good brother, James Winston. We're always here for some words of wisdom from the good brother.
I'm proud of Jackson and Abdul for having this conversation, getting in front of y'all and speaking what they would love. I'm proud of our team for understanding that, like, we don't have to pick a side in this. We have to understand, we have to have support for other people's, our team, like what they stand for. I'm not going to say, oh, man, you wrong. Why would you do that?
Bruh, I mean, even though he's preaching and he's serious, he's somehow, some way, he finds a way to make us laugh, man, in the most serious moments. But he's being dead serious. It was funny.
I'm gonna say, okay, that's probably not what I believe, but I love you as I love myself, right? So I'm gonna give you some grace, all right, and I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you, hey, look, man, look, this is what happened. All right, this is how you handle this. All right, this is what teamwork looks like. All right, but being proud of my teammates being separated by the mass media and hearing the opinions of people that don't have nothing to do with this building, but just looking at a reason to point fingers at a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white boy and a black Muslim. That is what's happening to the world, right?
Talk to him, James. Talk to him. Preach, brother.
And they poke and pry at these young men. I know Abdul say, like, we men. Yeah, but how many people in this group has never made a mistake? How many people in this group has never said something or did something that they wish they didn't do?
All of us, brother. All of us, James. All of us. All of us made mistakes and have some regrets. You know what I mean? A lot of people try to say they have no regrets. We all have some type of regret. We all do, James. I'll answer for you.
I don't know. I don't know how many people in the world can say that they didn't say or do something that they would take back. Now, I'm a person. I don't have many regrets, but I do have moments of education where I have to learn about the platform that I have, right, and the actions and the decisions that.
No, James. You do have some regrets when you threw up that W and ate it, and you went into the Publix and got the crabs and things like that. I know you regret that. That's just not a moment that you would want to take back. That's a regret now, brother. Come on. We know you lived and learned from it, but be real with us, brother.
I make and who that impacts, right? And I think this is an excellent opportunity for those two young men to realize what they represent, the platform that they have, and how they're going to go about navigating that and standing on what they both believe in.
James Winston for us, man, But when you look at where we're headed as a country, man, it's time to speak up. So I'm happy the brother James Winston spoke up, because where we're heading right now, man, is looking like, man, they're trying to conquer and divide. And that's not what America's supposed to be about, man. You know what I mean? But where we're headed as a country right now, man, is inflation. Inflation seems to be headed to double the current price per gallon. Food prices are damn near triple from what it was 10 years ago. Survival in America isn't easy, man. For everybody. Don't just look at athletes and think athletes have it all good, man. It's for everybody. Inflation is inflation, But from James' point of view, they want us to forget where we come from, and they want to erase history for black folks, for black people. And like I said before, man, supporting someone that isn't a civilized human being isn't the way to go. Basically, what James Winston is trying to preach about, This isn't about what side anyone is on. This is about stopping the madness from being pushed on us. We trying to grow and get better out here. The government and the higher ups in the world, they got a whole other plan going on. And we are here in the middle of this game, and they got the remote controls, and they playing this video game and controlling us. And that's what we got to deal with. So, man, it's time to speak up, man. It's time to speak up. It's just how do you support someone that shows that such evilness and continue evilness, and basically he doesn't care too much, man. But everybody has their point of view and things they would say to back up certain individuals, but the writing is on the wall. You got arrested, you've been accused of some of the most ridiculous things to be a president, and here we are. So, we don't want to talk politics because we understand politics, man. People get crazy and, emotional and can't handle the person that they love and the cult that they decided to join. They can't handle you talking about their cult leader. So